Amore et reverare. World. Love and respect to you all in the world. My name is Amahaotu, broadcasting live from Lagos, Nigeria. I welcome you to TBC, the Billion Coin. The clinical private economy that our admin has established and is on its way to revolutionizing the whole world. TBC will change the face of this earth the way we have not seen it before. It will change this world to a very good and a better place, where people will live in harmony, in peace, and in satisfaction. And how has it planned to do that? It has planned to do that by eradicating unemployment worldwide, thereby eradicating poverty worldwide. He has created abundance. He has produced enough means of exchange to create 100 million billionaires and 1 billion millionaires in the world. Something that has never been done so far since the existence of this planet. The powers that be, the elites, who have controlled everything so far, have not exceeded 20,000 billionaires in the world. The world that is made up of 7.5 billion people, there are not up to 30,000 billionaires. And TBC is on the verge of creating 1 billion millionaires and 1 million billionaires. 1 million billionaires. These 1 billion millionaires will create job opportunities between 5 and 10 each. That is between 5 billion and 10 billion job opportunities. This will wipe out the 4 billion working class we have in the world now. And there will be more working opportunities than the workers. With demand and supply things in the world, there will be more job opportunities than the workers. Hence, the workers will have better means of remuneration, better salaries, and thereby having better life, having abundance, that people can live their life the way God has envisaged it to be. And a few people have cornered it. 1% of the population of this world has cornered it and has turned it into their private property. Turned all of us, 7.5 billion people, into private property they can use, trample, and dump at will. Admin is calling on those of us who are willing to work with him so that we get to our 1 billion membership target in this year of 2019. So by 2020, we shall be in full-fledged TBC economy. Private economy will have nothing to do with the public, have nothing to do with the fiat currencies or the public cryptocurrency. This is a purely private cryptocurrency that goes peer to peer within the community. Hence, if we are 1 billion people, there is no type of merchant we will not have among us that we should be able to execute whatever project, whatever desire we have without getting into any of these fiat currencies. And naturally, when this happens, even before it happens, the fiat currencies have started collapsing. They are going to collapse. They will collapse. And when this happens, that will seal their graves. That will seal their coffins. And TBC will take over the world. So, my dear brothers and sisters in the TBC community, admin is calling on us to listen to him, to follow the set down system in TBC. Copy and paste. Do your cash flow. Generate funds. Live like the millionaires and billionaires you are. Because most of us, all of us that are in TBC now are either millionaires or billionaires. But are we living the life of billionaires and millionaires? No, we are not, because we are not following the instructions. Admin is asking us to follow instructions, and we shall live like the millionaires and billionaires we are already. Not thinking of those that will be joining us later. And as they join, they will become millionaires and billionaires too. But those of us that are already millionaires and billionaires, what are we doing to live the life of millionaires and billionaires? That is what admin is advising us on this post. I'm sharing my screen. Since my internet is very slow today. Good, here it is. You remember this? I spoke partly on it yesterday, and I want to finish it up today. That is Millionaire Skills. Millionaire Skills. If you want to be a millionaire, if you want to be a billionaire, as we are already, you must have the skills to be able to use those coins you have in your wallets. You must work for it. There is no way sorry for the disturbance. There's no way you can function as a millionaire or a billionaire by just sleeping. Even with the money in your wallet, you wouldn't know what to do with it. You need to acquire skills. You need to acquire skills. You need to be able to manage people. You need to be able to broadcast. You need to be able to have some professional skills in your kitty. There are a lot of things you have to be able to do to be a millionaire and a billionaire. You don't get to that point just by doing nothing. As many of us are doing, sitting on the fence now, having the coins in their wallet and waiting until they say, okay, go and buy Mercedes, go and buy this one. No. You start already now. A lot of us are now, we are already millionaires. But the point is that most of us don't know how to use it. We don't know how to use the millions we already have now to achieve the happiness we need. So let me continue from where I stopped yesterday. We agreed that you must earn it. That is, if you want to be a millionaire, you have to earn it. You don't just get it for doing nothing. You need to develop millionaire skills. Reading these words of millionaires is a vital skill. If you cannot read and understand the words of a millionaire, you will be very challenged to live like one. It's obvious. If you cannot read and understand and follow the ways of the millionaires, you'll be very, very challenged. You'll be very in trouble, and you cannot live like a millionaire. Even when TBC or crinkle coin becomes widely accepted, as we approach having 1 billion members. If you don't know how to properly think and behave as a millionaire, you will not fully enjoy the value of the coins in your account. I have spent years reading the words of millionaires long before I became a millionaire. The many books that I read couldn't all fit into a bookshelf. So many of these books ended up in the closet at some point. Most of these books were about principles of wealth creation, but none offered an opportunity to go with these principles. Yeah, it's obvious. They give you the principles of wealth creation, but they don't give you opportunity to create the wealth. But TBC is giving us the opportunity to create the wealth. This blog is written by a millionaire that does have an opportunity to offer to go with the principles taught here. A millionaire that is highly motivated to turn you into a millionaire too. Wouldn't you agree that reading this blog is an important skill that you should develop? Read this blog until you figure out how to study this blog and bring your understanding to a much deeper level. So you have to read this blog to understand it. You have to read it as many times as possible, understand it, imbibe it, and make it part of you so that you know how to use the principles that they are taught to become a millionaire. How TBC will end poverty globally. Out of 7.5 billion global population, about 4 billion are the working class that support the children, seniors, and disabled. And the TBC millionaires will create zero unemployment, ending poverty forever. Yes, there are 4 billion in the working class group out of the 7.5 billion. And these 4 billion, they care for the children, the seniors, the elderly, disabled. And TBC, 1 billion millionaires, will create job opportunities that will take up these people, and there will be zero unemployment worldwide, therefore ending poverty forever. 1 billion TBC millionaires will each already have the means to create 5 to 10 jobs opportunity for these working class. And then from that 1 billion members, you have the 1 million TBC billionaires will provide liquidity to the TBC millionaires for job creation perpetually. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know that the admin has a lot of coins, billions of coins he has created, and he wants us to empty it. He wants us to empty it by distributing it to people, inviting people to make use of this once in a lifetime opportunity to become members of TBC community. We distribute the crinkles, we give it to them. They become members, become verifiable members by paying the admin fee, and then they will in turn share it, and in a record time we get to 1 billion mark. We are in the distribution phase of TBC. This is our distribution phase. This is the time we have to distribute. That's the time we have to get people into TBC to form our 1 billion base, 1 billion verified members base. Within the dashboard of Clinical Back Office, we share the poster above as a simplified plan to end poverty globally. I believe this achievement is within our reach to complete by 2020. The key to this plan is that there will be 1 billion TBC millionaires each, offering 5 to 10 jobs to the massive working class. There will be more jobs offered than there are people to fill them, thus ending unemployment and in turn poverty. But if we have 1 billion skillless millionaires, we are going to have a major problem fulfilling our mission to end poverty globally, even though we have distributed plenty of coins to these members. These members will not help us, those who are skillless. If we have millionaires that are skillless, we are not going to achieve our aim, which is to end poverty globally. Creating 1 billion skillless millionaires is not an option. I hope you understand that. This is why I'm addressing this issue now, and will continue to address it until we reach our objective of 1 billion members, which I believe we can do within the year 2019. Once enough existing members accept Kringles for payment, this will empower each of you to pursue your passion in life and start a business of your own. It could be a retail store, beauty salon, an auto repair shop, or whatever fits. But to be successful at this, you will certainly need some basic business skills, right? You will need to recruit employees that will work for you. You will need the ability to resolve conflicts when they come up and be great at management of people. You need to be good at training people to work. You better know how to motivate people. You have to be quick to adapt and embrace new technologies that can improve your business. Are you getting the point? These are millionaire skills. Give away 25,000 redeemable cookies is the easiest way in the world to recruit people. Can you think of anything any easier? Getting those same people to complete a transaction with you will develop sales skills. As the saying goes, nothing starts until sale is made. Isn't that true? for all businesses, pulling a team together to work with each other requires the skill to motivate others, right? How can you motivate people if you don't know how to train people? YouTube, broadcasting, and join me technologies are very helpful for the growth of our TBC community. But if you resist learning how to use these simple technologies, how are you going to keep up with the technologies advancement of your chosen profession? Embrace the action of acquiring skills. Grow into the role of being a millionaire. Don't become easily deflated when you find something to be a challenge. I'm not easily deflated. I'm not easily deflated when difficulties show up. We have already passed through many hardships along the way as we have built the TBC community. I didn't give up when things got tough. I didn't run away when the US SEC investigated TBC. I know what we are doing is right. The way we are doing it is the right way to do it. So if I can do it, you can too. The 5-star laptop lifestyle awaits you, and you just got to get the skills to enjoy it. God bless you, admin. God bless you. God bless you. Admin says, if he can do it, you can also. This is a man who was already a US dollar millionaire before he started thinking of setting up TBC. And now he's telling you that what you need is a millionaire scale, the ability to employ people, resolve problems, motivate people, bring people together, and don't run away from hardship. He's asking you, are you ready to do that? Then you will have the 5-star laptop lifestyle, which he has told us how enjoyable it is. And everyone can enjoy it if you have the skills and you become a real millionaire or billionaire by having the millionaire or billionaire skills that is required to enjoy what you have. So he showed us these graphics here, the millionaire skills. Huh? There are many of them, millionaire skills. You have to just sit down and work hard. There is no other way out. There is no shortcut to it. It's either you do it or you don't. And if you don't, the millions of TBC coins and the billionaire you should be will only be in their wallet and not in reality. TBC is here to change the face of the world, the face of art, to change this world from a world of agony and fight and helplessness to a world where people are happy and are grateful to God. But he needs us, the TBCians, members of the community, to know our duty, to acquire the skills that we need to exhibit to people that were millionaires already. Look at our brother Mbederi from Cameroon. Look at what he's doing there. Look at Our brother Randy Wilson. There are many of them. They are successful in TBC just because they know the right thing to do. They are doing the cash flow, which you do by just following the system. It's a very simple procedure. You follow it step by step, copy and paste. Everything has already been made. The toolkit is there. You don't need to recreate anything. You just need to follow instructions. If you don't know it, you go to those who know it and they will teach you. They will take you by hand. You have the broadcasters, you have the leaders, everything is available. You have the same button meeting that comes up every Monday and Tuesday in many languages now. You listen, you follow, and then you begin to make your cash flow. And as you're making your cash flow, you are recruiting new members, bringing in new friends who will help us to get to our promised land. We get to 1 billion members, verifiable members, not those who just get the 25,000 cookies and just sit down and wait. You have to participate actively in creating this wealth. You have already got your millions and billions, because as long as you're a verified member of TBC, you're either a millionaire or a billionaire now. But what is lacking is the will to go out and acquire the millionaire skill and use it to better your lot. And when your lot is better, people will see it and they will automatically want to join TBC. That is the multiplier effect that comes out of this. You can't be proposing and talking about millions when you are wretched and poor. It doesn't work that way. You have to show that you are a millionaire for people to follow you. You have no car and you say people can buy cars. It's rubbish. You have to have your car. And if you go to our merchants now, if you go and look at the merchants now, people are buying and exchanging goods and services with our TBC, with our crinkles. So we are already there. We are already there for those who understand the system, those who are prepared to walk the way admin is recommending, those who are prepared to follow the instructions and not create their own system that's cumbersome and difficult to operate. Just follow the simple system that you are taught in TBC, and you will get there. You will be making your turnover, you will be making your cash flow every day. People are getting $100, $200 every day. And for somebody in Nigeria making $100, can you imagine that? That's up to 40,000 naira, which is more than the salary of 2 or 3 people in a month. You make it daily. My God, you're already a made man, and it will show. There is no way you have money and it will not show. There is no way you are affluent and it will not show. Your lifestyle will change, become a 5-star laptop millionaire, and it will show, and people will like to follow you. They will like to do what you have done for your life to change, because you were one of them and now you have gotten out of it. So it is absolutely necessary that we follow the instructions and do what we are supposed to do. My dear friends, our time is almost over, and it is very, very expedient that we should understand what we are to do. From tomorrow, we shall now go into details of the set down tools, the principle of following, recruiting, breaking the ice. We shall follow it one by one so that those of my new recruits will now begin to understand how to get into the world of TBC properly. So, as we are talking here now, as usual in Nigeria, the light has gone off. I have to put on a generator to finish up my broadcast. These are things that will not happen as soon as we get to our destination. We will be able to have our own electricity. We'll be able to do our own things. We form our communities. We may even live in a very big expanse of land, Tibetians together with our whole infrastructure, our own water system, our own roads, our own, call it, all sorts of merchants will be there. Everything we need will be there, and we exchange our goods and services internally without getting involved with these criminals who have perpetually enslaved us. Goodbye, my dear brothers and sisters. Amore et reverare. Love and respect to all of you. Goodbye. Till tomorrow. See you again. Bye for now.